I don't want them to hear about my job. I don't have to worry about my job until Tuesday.
Ha. I'm working Monday.
Oh. Intracoastal.
But what if you bring T-Pain with you?
Okay, I would do it. What if I was on a blimp?
Well, make sure it's not helium filled.
No. Well, obviously, it needs to be hydrogen filled. Then we can have the Hindenburg too.
Hindenburg 2 electric boogaloo.
Indeed.
It has to be a hydrogen blimp, and it has to crash into a
Radio tower?
no. I was gonna say why am I blanking on it? Ice thing in the ocean. Brain's dead today. We'll call it the Hinden. Yeah. Yeah. We have to create the greatest strategy of all time.
Okay, I'm going to dinner. Have fun.
See you, Bob.
Bye-bye. What are you talking
Why
about?
can't
It's a day that ends in Y.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? Now that you're gone. Okay, the tweet is live. Do me the favor, go give it some love. Prophet, thank you for the resub. Let me grab today's artwork. Mommy's alright, daddy's alright, they just seem a little strange. Okay. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I just remembered something. Okay, sorry about that. So interesting story. I basically ordered my meal for dinner, but totally forgot that my parents were coming in from out of town and they were going to drop off food with me. So I had already ordered it and it was too late to cancel it. And they dropped that off. So I got that, I ate it, and then my delivery occurred and I forgot. And it's just been sitting out there for like half an hour. It's still fine because it was like bundled up. Oh my god, that is beautiful. What a better reminder to fix my camera settings. This is why I hate this camera on so many levels. I need to just get a better one at this point because it is hot garbo. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. He's phasing out. Yeah. So basically, I got 2 dinners and it had just been sitting out there, but it was fine. It's like barbecue that I got. It's all bundled up and everything. So I just went and threw it in the refrigerator and I'll have it tomorrow, which is perfect for, Memorial Day weekend. So censored for public consumption. Yes. Let me get you guys today's artwork. Here it is. Go give the artist some love. Like I said, don't forget the go live tweet as well if you guys would help me out with that. And again, welcome to the weekend, hopefully for most of you. There's really like nothing to do other than Ordeal Call. I was asked as well, like, am I going to play Ordeal Call on the weekend? And I was like, honestly, I don't think so. I think normally I'd be in a hurry, but I think there's not a whole lot going on in FGO at the moment. So, like, I'm going to still keep playing it on stream with you guys, but there's no, like, rush to get through with it. Obviously, there's new materials to farm. So if you guys are somebody that's, like, really hard up for that stuff, go for it. But for me, personally, I'm not rolling any of the Ordeal Call 1 units. So I don't really imperatively need them. The things that I need them for are going to be things like a pins and stuff. I do need them. I do need some for Medusa Saber. I'll be rolling her. But besides that, no real imperative need. Let's go to JP first, actually. Weekend? What's that? I don't know. It's nice to actually have it for a change, right? Hello, how's it going? And again, I hope everybody had a good day. Hope you guys are comfy. Grab a snack. Grab a blanket if you're cold. Grab a drink. Maybe something strong. And enjoy. Might be a holiday weekend, but it's going to be busy for me. Oof. That's rough. Yeah, I am looking forward to... It's funny because my parents were like, hey, do you want to go to... And I immediately just shut my mother down. I was like, no. She's like, are you... I'm like, no. I'm like, you guys have given me something every weekend. And they still, I think, want me to go, like, take care of, like, their animals tomorrow morning when I get up, which will probably be sometime around noon. But it's like, yeah, okay, I totally understand. But also at the same time, it's like, I don't want to have to do anything more than I have to do. I literally just want to chill. I've had months and months and months of work. I just want to have fun. This is different than Avalon, I think. I had to sit there and think for a second. I was like, hold on. All right, let's go with the Binny. Cat has the tired. It's not even the tired. It's like, I'm not tired, right? I want to be left alone, if that makes any sense. I want to have no responsibilities. I want to just do jack shit for an entire weekend. That sounds amazing to me. That's all I can ask for. Especially at this point. Okay. Do I want the crit stars? Survey says yes, because we don't have a guaranteeable crit. We still don't have a guaranteeable crit. All right. Gonna go with the 80% there on the Benny Inma arts. Socially bankrupt? I don't know about that. I was watching a show with the boys in VIP earlier, and some of you may have heard of the show. I had never heard of it. It's apparently an Apple TV show. It's on like multiple seasons now at this point. It's called Mythic Quest. And it's a show basically run by the Always Sunny in Philadelphia actors. And I was like, interesting, because the idea and the concept behind it is that they're running a game called Mythic Quest. They are literally a game development studio in charge of what is, for that show, the world's biggest MMORPG. And it's like all of the rigors and stuff that they have to go through as a game dev company, but it's a comedy. And I'm only through like the first like couple of episodes, and it's still just like, it's great. I'm loving it. I was showing it to them, and they were all just laughing their asses off. So we're definitely going to be continuing that at some point. Holy shit. Chat. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Holy shit. This person has leveled. They have abused this. This person has the 115 cost already. That is impressive. Like, well, I know this is a perfected Nero Bride. Actually, she's not totally perfect. I saw one of the cards is not faux pod, which is weird. I would think it would be, especially since we just got faux pas, but maybe it's they had to use all the ones they had just to get her to that point. Scary. It is what it is. Never underestimate the power of degeneracy, chat. Okay, so we're going to do Nero Bride first because she has a defense down. And we're going to go with that 90% to arts crit there. That 115 is so valuable. Yeah, honest to God, I've thought about it myself. However, the thing that's stopping me is that we have 6 more of these. So, like, there's no sense in rushing it. Yeah, as far as I know, DeVito's not in it. Like, it's executively produced by Charlie Day. And what's the other guy from Always Sunny, chat? The other, like, main character. I think it's Rob something is his name. Back to work. Oof. Enjoy. Thank you for the lurk. Charlie. Well, Charlie is the one that's executively producing it. It's going pretty good, JC. How are you doing today? But yeah, the party cost is fantastic for getting to max level there. And like you can see, I'm getting like 100k a run. So if I actually like kitted out for that and started trying to like min max my master experience, I could probably get like 120, 130k. And that's not bad. Like that's 3 runs ish for 400k. Like I'm not going to say it's not a lot of runs, it is, but you could probably get a lot done. Yeah, there it is again. Well, I'm glad I have this person on my friends list. I have no idea who it is. I think it's just a JP whale that accepted me. Because sometimes my JP account is always a revolving door. Because people like be like, oh, Cad, can you add me? And then like they don't play. So I just eventually like remove people from my JP account if they're like not logged in for a long period of time. But like, yeah, in the process, I was like, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and if I see a good JP account, I'll try to like get on their friends list just to see if I can get basically a better roster for myself. And a couple of them have accepted me. And it's like, holy shit, dude. JP got that degeneracy. Content on YouTube has been fantastic lately, by the way. Usually watch it when it's a thing on NA, but still super helpful. Yeah. Well, I think where NA players should definitely be concerned is like, you know, we were talking about like the bond thing, right? That bond thing changes the mentality. That is easily the biggest part of this update. Everyone's, you know, oh my God, the grand system. Ooh, wow. The bond thing absolutely affects everything that we do from now on. So that really is worth paying attention to. That is worth thinking strategically. Like, you have 2 years now from this point on NA until you can use Bond 15s efficiently. So at that point, you have to sit there and say, like, okay, what is it that I need to do then in order to make this so that I can, like, get to that point without wasting bonds? So you've got, like, 2 years that you need to be efficient. And then after that, you can relax a lot more and go back to using Bond 15 units. So, like, for me, now instead of going like, man, I need to absolutely min-max my, like, Castoria Bond, for instance. Now it's more like, okay, I can use my Castoria. I just need to be careful about Bond 15ing her. And that's really all it is. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I said 100. It's 198. I am getting 200K without any master experience boost, I believe, equipped. So, I mean, you could see, right? It's probably 20. It's probably 20 million per. But if you're getting 200, that's what, 100 runs? Wait. Is it 100? My brain is fried, chat. Yeah, that's 100 runs per level. That's still a lot. That's a ton. But that is not that crazy, right? If you think about Lotto terms, chat's usually like 3 to 4 runs at max efficiency for a box. So doing 500 boxes is like 2,000 runs. So, I mean, that's 1,000 runs for going from like 170 all the way up to 180. Because I assume it's linear after this point. It doesn't keep going up. That's the way it has been for each of the prior releases. I mean, Play, what's your party cost right now? And this is why I'm asking this, is because I get the feeling your party cost is a lot lower, right? Most of us have been sitting at like 114 now for a while, but even then, you're basically at the point where it's like, again, like NA here, I think we've been at 113 for a while. 113 was actually the major break point for a long time. But like after this, who cares? Right? Like getting to 115 is nice, but frankly speaking, getting to 113 was much more of a like, hey, this alleviated things for people. And we get to farm courts in the meantime. Yeah, I can't stress enough how I think the devs had realized. Wait, did I already switch back from JP? Okay, I did. I think the devs had realized, chat, that this was going to be a thing, that they were going to end up in a scenario where like they weren't going to be able to actually like get players to play the game. And the more and more barriers that they put up, the more of a problem it was going to become. Whereas now it's very quickly becoming the reverse, where now players are actually being incentivized once again to play the game. And if we complete it, we get done with it, who cares? Put more shit in the game. That's really all it boils down to. And I think that's what they were concerned with, is that they were losing players due to like people like degen farming. And it's like, if someone's going to degen farm your game, they're not necessarily going to quit it because they've spent all of that resources on it. So it just makes a whole lot of sense. Hello, Cody. Time versus AP cost. If you're saving apples to Lotto, then your leveling is not really an issue to worry about. Yeah, it's like basically you get a ton of leveling just naturally over time. I've learned with master experience not to worry about it because it's just very natural that you will get to a cap. Like we just got this unlocked basically like with Ordeal Call. And I'm already a like quarter of the way, actually it's more like a third of the way here through 160 to 161. These storm pod nodes are really efficient. That's just going to keep going up. Obviously story is going to help it a little bit. And then whenever we get our next Lotto, which will be in the like winter here, it will absolutely shoot up if it hasn't already by that point. Nah, Mash can't really be used as an example for why it's an issue play, because Mash is still a free unit. You don't have to use Mash in her 5-star form. I've never cared about master experience, and I've always kept up with the levels. Yeah, like I think there's some value if you can achieve it quickly, kind of like that one dude did, but after that point, I'm not sure that it really matters. Sorry, I almost went in and did the storm pod. And you guys can see, I'm keeping my storm pods down pretty easily. I'm not all the way to 0, but that's just because I'm basically splitting my day. During the like mornings, I'm doing my storm pods. In the evenings, I'm doing story with you guys. So it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, 115 is nice, but I'm not gonna make like a big deal out of it and be like, oh my god, this is so assholish of them that they don't give it to us easier. Like, that is, honest to god, that is like the actual reward for leveling up. There isn't really much in the way of that. Hello, Aniko. Oh, let me kill song request here. We're starting story chat. I know this may be quote unquote spoilers for some of you. It shouldn't be, right? Like most of you guys, if you've actually been doing Ordeal Call, you should be ahead of me, if not done. But yeah, we're gonna start now. Comma's MP5 now. In less than 500, that's good. I've been slacking on OC1 here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not slacking so much as I'm just saying, like, I'll probably get it done sometime next week, because I don't think we'll finish tonight. So it'll probably get done, like, I don't know, maybe like Tuesday. I could certainly finish it this weekend if I wanted to, but... Gonna cook? No problem. Thank you for the lurk. I rolled Dury today. He's cool. Dury's honestly a nice unit. It's just one of those where I don't really feel like I have to have him. And part of the reason is I was originally going to roll for Durga, so I would have gotten him. But the rolls earlier this year, rolling for NP5s, really kind of fucked me. So I said, you know what? Durga's going to be the one that I cut. She's not the one that I need. Because while I do like her design and I like her kit, it's just one of those where... Wait, did I die? It's just one of those where, like, I already have a very good replacement for her. And unless I roll Durga to a higher level, it wouldn't be better than my Jarcher. You get GSSR? Yeah, it's why I've just said, like, you know, maybe I change my mind and maybe I go after her later. But for right now, I don't particularly need her. The tongue click. Should be a good Destiny target summon. Yeah, you're not wrong. Because my archers are kind of... Like, I have everybody that I could possibly want from it. Well, this looks distinctly Egyptian. Like, that's definitely hieroglyphs. It's interesting that she was in this with us. It almost implies that, like, we couldn't get rid of Kama if we wanted to. Okay, let's see how's it going. Didn't Kama say to hold on to her? Yeah. So this implies that Sion's magic is Egyptian in origin. Which I don't know a whole lot about Sion, because she's, you know, like, her origin is basically in a different IP. Unless this is not something of her design. Time to play some Melty Blood? Yeah. You remember where Atlas is based on? Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I'm like wondering here a little bit what's going on. If this is a Sion thing, if this is an Atlas thing, if this is a Servant thing. Well, actually, Repair's position didn't change. Don't try to guess too much. No, I will. You can't stop me. Yeah, but similarly, they could both turn and attack us, Sion. Strategically, this is a really bad position that Repair was in. It's actually really good that this happened. I completely disagree with the strategic analysis. Yeah, I know Sion is an Atlas mage in that regard. But see, like, my entire point here is that basically you have Atlas, you have Sion, okay, and you have the Paper Moon, which Sion made. So the question is, as we stare at the Egyptian bullshit in the background, is the Paper Moon having Egyptian stuff because of Sion or because of Atlas? And I'm not sure which. Or a third party. And chat, don't answer. No spoilers. Paper Moon was first brought into the plot with Lost Belt. It was always there? It has been here for a long time. They talked about it at the beginning. They said basically it had been something that Chaldea had, but they didn't have a use for until they built the Storm Border. Welcome, Mr. Sideswipe. Thank you for the raid. Ooh, Helldivers 2. Nice. Hope you guys had fun. We're doing some Ordeal Call 1, so I have gotten rid of the text on screen so that you can't get spoiled. If you haven't done it already. But welcome, everybody. Hope you had a good stream. She's from an Egyptian Magus family. Trying to remember what I remember about Sion's family. Because I've definitely read up on Sion before, but like, it's been a hot minute. Again, welcome everybody. We are gonna continue here. Just be warned, we are in Chapter 9 of Ordeal Call 1. No spoiler mode? Yeah, I took the text off the screen so that you wouldn't get spoiled. How's it going, son? How was your stream? Time to update the role plan document? Go for it. Wait, are you saying that, Cody, just because I have comma on the screen right now? The Clock Tower Mage is influenced by the Clock Tower. Oh yeah, no. I get that, right? Like, I'm saying purely because I don't know enough right now, nor do I necessarily want chat to tell me. Some ZZZ and Helldivers? Nice. How you liking the new Helldivers update? Heard it's really good. I haven't played Helldivers in a year. But I still got people in VIP that play it all the time. I got you, Cody. I may roll Durga wins the banner. I think Monday. Should be Memorial Day. What's up, SSJ? Super Earth is hell right now, yeah. Oh, he stopped playing to read Ordeal Call. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea to get Ordeal Call done so that people can farm materials and stuff for it. But like I said, really, we just have like the foot tower coming up on an A. So, and actually, let me go check. I don't remember if the foot tower even has a like requirement to do it. It may just be Fiyuki. Oh no, you have to have LB6 done. Yuck. That's a spicy one. Probably PSA that for people. Run to grab food, so gonna lurk? No problem. Thank you again for the raid. Welcome everybody. Gonna get started on the story here again. Wait, okay, let me reorient myself. Okay, so we've shifted to talking about Writer's Master. Oh, nice. Have fun, Aniko. Enjoy. Damn, they just came in hard with that music. Okay, at least we're gonna finish chapter 9 here. Like, thank God, after several things of like 7+ rung like chapters, now it's just a 2 chapter. Something huge. Hey CZ, how's it going, bud? We're in chapter 9 of Ordeal Call. I don't know if you're further than me or not. Of course they cliffhung you. JP grand runs on NA and Bleached Earth. Yeah, it's probably what I'll do like over the weekend is I'll probably sit down and just do more of that grand run. Just to abuse it a little. I'm not treating it like a Lotto though, chat. Fuck that. Wait. Farm more of the Grand Saber mats even after you're done with the Grand Score trees. I mean, if you're done with the Grand Score tree, let me say this, right? It's the same concept as a Lotto, okay? When should you stop grinding a Lotto? If you're still getting multiple things out of a Lotto box that are useful to you, it's still good to continue grinding. If you're only getting like one thing, it's probably not. At that point, you should sit there and go like, hey, if I'm only getting one thing that I actually value or actually need out of this, why should I farm this when I can go farm the specific node that actually gives the thing that I want? So at play here, you have Ascension mats. I'm just going to call them upgrade materials. And these are like things like statues and skill gems. Then you have class score mats. And by mats, I mean just like the actual dust, right? And then you have things like that are a little bit more intangible. So like master and bond and QP. Here's the thing about this. As you start doing stuff, as you complete it. So like, let's say you finish class score and you no longer get any value out of that. That's gone. That's off the list. Maybe you don't need the upgrade materials either. Maybe you don't need the ascension mats either. The issue at play is that this is such a powerful combination that this is logically still got a lot of value. Between now and JP currently, how many gold servants? I'd guess 80. Like, if we're talking about the one master that we just saw on my friends list that's already at 180, he no longer gets this out of this. But these two are still strong. So to me, I think there's decent value in continuing to farm these nodes. Whether or not you want to, like, pop apples and stuff, that's up to you. But I think there's actual value in just continuing on because the efficiency of the nodes are that strong. Like you saw, I get like 200k master experience for one run without trying to boost master experience. Somebody on NA is already at 170. I was surprised. How with the master experience? Literally just popping apples and probably rainbow apples at that point. Oh, actually general pools, not limited or story lock. Okay. I was curious if I was right, but general pool between now and where JP's at? $10, maybe $15. Yeah, what just happened? I think I just figured out what this Holy Grail War is going to bring about. It may be even that the whole point of this Holy Grail War is to... Oh, shit. You know? Oh, damn it. It locked. Hold on, chat. I want to take a picture. Come on. There we go. Took it longer to reboot the capture card than it did for me to take the picture. Oh yeah, it's obvious why this is happening to him. It's just like, who? You used me like the tool that I am. Yeah, I don't know if Ryder's going to immediately disappear, so I'm surprised he didn't tell Ryder what he figured out. But it may have just resulted in Ryder dying anyways. Is he still around? I don't like this, if only because they did the whole like, oh, well, he got the core out, so now he's the master of both these domains. So this is implying that somehow this AI now is living without the core. Okay, no, I get that. Never mind. He's a bug. He's a bug in the system now. This guy's literally a virus. Yeah. Well, at least he used up his only command seal. Oh no, I know the guy's a cockroach, right, chat? But this story has unique parameters to it that don't exist in normal Fate. Wait, was this also 0 AP? God. You're gonna have to read fast, chat. Yeah, but how did they get all the materials from this unless Grow continued to supply? Was that DoorDash? I'm not gonna lie, chat. Some of y'all might find this cool. I actually kind of hate now that defeating quote-unquote caster has taken up 10 chapters of this story, and he has come back now a third time. Like, I'm kind of like, can we please move on? I actually don't like this. This is boring a little bit. Oh, there's Hide the Pain Herald again. Feels like Fate Zero with Caster. Even Fate Zero didn't keep going this much, right? Like, this is how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Like, I don't mind the guy coming back, like, you know, like once. I think that's fine. But when he comes back a second time, it's like... Okay, so... Man, if only we had a saber-faced assassin. We have 3. So... let's see. Another 4-star Saberface CE. That's actually not bad. Love the Rio art. Yep, go with that. You know, 3-star saber faces, right? Yeah, no, I just have to drop what the 6th unit is. Ooh, spicy hell. There's no point in popping that yet. They crammed 2 events into December. Yeah. No cooking behind the scenes. That's true. You're not wrong about that. At least they kind of knew narratively this was getting stale. Get stunned, bitch. Actually, let me hold on real quick. Really? Interesting.
アサシンと思ったウヌが不覚よ。発売します。今光と闇が交わりセイバーに見える。片倉
There we go.
王道の力を知れ。
Hey yo, Soft. Thank you for the 60 months. How's it going, bud? Keeping up too. Thank you for the 5 years. Chat, can we give some love for Soft Room for those 5-year anniversary? Huzzah! Now I get all of her cards. Fudge. Gonna go for the highest star gen. Okay. Lurkin, no problem. Yeah, we're in chapter 10 of the story in case anyone wants to know. Sorry, I'm just spinning that immediately so that I don't cap out. You guys can see mailbox is a little bit on the thick side. Man, if only she were an actual assassin that I could use. Illegal levels. I certainly feel thick power. I find it rich that, like, he's basically doing this and calling him a coward. Like, literally both his younger and older form here are cowards. Oh? Right, but like in theory, he actually should be able to resist this because he already used the command seal that he had. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's the worms. You got Rider's Master's command seal? Yeah, but he already used it. Damn, this bastard. Reconnect, see if that helps. Okay, should be good. I will also scroll back here a little bit. Flashbang. Oh, did you just use it as an explosion? That's it? We just have tinnitus, that's it. I don't get why he needed Lan Ling for that, though, so I hope they explain that. Okay, so he just blew up the Rodiment, and basically Rider's Noble Phantasm buffs them, so... Directed by Michael Bay, yeah. Bro literally made a bunch of suicide bombers, oh my god. Yeah, see, this is where it's like, to me, none of this should have even been possible. Because Bro was an AI and Bro had his core removed. Like, they better explain it. At this point. Wow, nobody died except the AIs. Ah, made him ascend though. To be fair, you did kind of cheap shot him, Bima. I'm sorry. While I'm off thrashing Worm Grandpa over there is one of the lines of all time. Yeah, they're basically red shirts. You're not wrong. No, his core was removed. It's because his core was removed that they were able to partition. Basically, if a master defeats an enemy master, they can take their core, and if they take their core, they become the prime AI of another region. By Saint Seiya, that wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, the core wasn't destroyed. The other master had it, though. So seemingly the AI that it's attached to once the core is ripped out dies, right? Like, chat. This is like the Nasu revisionism that I see all the time. When they present you with a this is the rule and then rug pull like that, we know all the time that that's a thing, but if they don't explain it properly, that's on them writing wise. So I see people all the time that try to go like, oh, I'm going to connect the dots for the writer. And it's like, no, if the writer didn't explain it, that's a little bit on them. It's something to leave something up to interpretation, but it's another thing where you just go like, hey, I actually needed to explain this as a writer and I just totally forgot. Yeah, like I said, the only logic I can come up with is that he's basically a virus at this point. So hopefully they do explain it. Could have sworn that line was about servants, not AIs. No, specifically about the prime AIs, because the prime AIs are the masters. Yeah, the first time he was killed, his core was not removed. The second time it was. Arai, thank you for the follow. Welcome. What was the spell that activated when he was first killed? Wow, what do you mean? Yeah, I mean, it's typical Zokin shit for how he can live, but they need to explain specifically how an AI that got its core ripped out did, right? Like, this is put into context, chat. This is one of those things where if you've read Fate Stay Night, you understand how Zokin can do this. If you haven't, you don't. So that's why it needs to be explained a little bit. He did an enchant when Lancer stabbed him? Yeah. But we assume that that is the enchant that brought about this form. But this form has already been killed before, too. He explicitly said that the dead laner still had his command spell right for the taking. Well, yeah. Although... Okay, I guess he would. Yeah, in my brain, I was thinking that he didn't have a command spell because it got given to Bima. But what got given to Bima originally was the administrator's seal. So the one that Caster had technically probably was given to Lev. He's still an AI in a system, though, so there needs to be an in-system explanation. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, chat's trying to cover for the lack of explanation, explaining with external things from other IPs within the Fateverse. That doesn't work here. So the point about the command seal is probably the biggest point, but there still needs to be some explanation in the end of how he kind of got away with it. Right for the takings, but yeah. Yes, an assassin challenging a writer to a straight fight. If I know anything about FGO, I know my servant triangles. Well, I'm sure somebody in chat's thinking, it should have been me, not him! Here we go, we'll go with Neo, since Neo actually has a nice CE equipped. Yeah, it's gonna have to be... X is gonna have to stay alive. Yeah, we'll still do it in this order. The problem is he's very likely to kill off one of the Castorias. Tongue surprisingly has a lot of blood? Oh, of course it would. I wouldn't say that's surprising even. Like, your tongue is right in your mouth. Your mouth has a ton of blood. But it's because there's so many, like, blood vessels that kind of come into this area, like so many veins, because it's got to supply all of your, like, functionality of your mouth to be able to move, to breathe, to be able to taste and all of that stuff, right? And it is also so close to your, like, your head and your brain stem and all of that. So, like, yeah, I know, it absolutely, I think cutting off your tongue would kill you really fast. Let me check Lunling here. I just need to know if he's Sky Trait. I don't think he is. He's man. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I gotta sit on that heal then for right now, in case she gets rotated back in. Literally just gonna throw that on. And we're gonna go with the triple quick chain. Doesn't even know if a drop up C works on Ordeal Call quest. Like, what do you mean? Like which drop C? Are you talking about like extra like bones or dust or something like that? Because it should. Assuming the node already drops the material, you should be able to. Okay, he's at least stunned. It's why biting off your own tongue is a self-kill technique, yeah. Wait, she is invuln pierced? No, she does not. I just knew I could infinite loop and get it all back there. Granted, I probably should have pre-carded, but whatever. That was basically just a free segment there. But yeah, I should have pre-carded. Okay. Spicy. Wow. I'm gonna take that. God, that's just... If I don't use it, she probably dies. Because he's got both crit frequency and crit damage. So... Use it, take the extra attack buff, and go. And this should save somebody from getting absolutely just jobbed to death by Ryder here. Oh, God, that was a good crit. Damn it, stop spamming your invuln. Little asshole. I actually don't know if he has an offensive double phantasm here. I assume that... Interesting, he does. It's just like an extra attack, though. It's basically a shadow servant. I'm sorry, did I just see bomb prep? No! I will scuff for that, chat. Holy shit. I did it again. I just hope I got it in time. Because that fucking sucks if I didn't. That really sucks if I didn't get that in time. I'm just... Part of the issue is like I'm just not used to having to target that skill. So it's like, it's my muscle memory just double tapping immediately. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. There we go. I was actually worried for a second there. Yeah, I think I full send this. And the other two are AoE. Listen, this one gives you charge, though. I can't really complain about that. Saber home run! Ow. Alright, now he kills off both the Castorias. Or he doesn't because he's an idiot? What? Charge gain's a little spicy there. Send it, baby. Imagine if they make an Artoria healer support with overcharge. So about that. Artoria, no, but Saberface, again, we have Bride. We also have Jontron now. So there's that. I dream of a quick Merlin version of Artoria. Oh my god. I mean, I would love it, right? But like, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that because I would be busted as shit. But if you don't have quick meta, she's not going to be enough. Oh no, you could probably solo this with Kama. Oh, you're finally awake. Oh. Too busy gaming, I see. When her design is different, though. Have you ever seen the initial concepts for Umu? Like actually. Cause like chat. Not beating the allegations, okay? Like, there's a reason why when people first start getting into Fate, they're like, hey, it's Saber. Like, not even kidding, right? Shiny Artisan Form Poltergeist? Nice. I like Takeuchi's Tamamo look, yeah. But like, no, that's where it all comes from. It's they are all Saber faces because they all look like Saber. Like literally, chat, you could just color this blue and you'd be like, oh, it's Saber, but she's got fancy stuff. In fact, you could color this blue and this would look like the Honkai Star Rail dress a little bit. Because it's like, oh look, she's got the zags and the buttons. Yeah. Yeah. That's literally it. And bigger boobs. Sure about that, bud? Sure about that? That's same size, chat. The Wada gave Umu an upgrade. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And like, I have no issue with it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to differentiate them a bit, right? As long as they keep the, hey, they're a Saberface narrative going. Because I actually think that's one of the cooler things about Fate. Honestly, the only people that get upset over Saberfaces and that entire dialogue are FGO players. I don't think anybody in the Fate verse that's like a fan of the visual novels and stuff actually gets upset by it. They just get mad that FGO exists? Yeah. It's just Blue Saber and Red Saber, get over it. Well, yeah, you have Red Saber and then Saber of Red. Both the weak? Applies to the weak on both sides. Nice, Dury. Redeem yourself. Gotta love how Bima's just kind of a sack of shit that isn't helping. And it's funny because I think going into this, I actually expected that I was going to like Bima a lot more than Duryodhana, but it has been the polar opposite so far. Like, I don't hate Bima, but I'm also just like, I actually think Bima's kind of an asshat. Like, he tries to act all warm, but is actually really cold inside. Whereas Duryodhana tries to act like a schemer and a scammer, but is actually pretty, like, warm-hearted inside. Extremely bro-coded, yeah. I straight up don't trust FGO's version of the Mahabharata. Yeah, like, I can get that. In the same way that, like, honestly, as much as I love Nasu's interpretation of Arthurian lore, I have actually lost respect for him post LB6, because what he's tried to do with, like, Morgan is kind of fucking the Arthurian lore in a couple of ways. So it's one of those deals where, like, I get it, he's trying to do his own unique spin on it, but I don't necessarily care for it. So I can see that's probably the same way with a lot of other things. Like, oh, this mythology, yeah, I've twisted it just a little. And it's like, it's fine as long as it's just a unique blend of things and a unique take. But when it starts to clash with other things, that's where you have issues. This would be really, really appropriate if Kama gets to be the one that finishes them off. And chat, this is how we get summer, Kama. The flames rise ever higher and burn off of her clothes. Actually, I didn't ban it. My mods banned it. Which is really funny at this point. I've just embraced it. I believe it was Chop who originally set it up. Yeah, good. Now, chat, surely he's dead this time, right? Quick, get the pesticides. No, I think you have a right to be angry. Not at your loss, but at, like, you know, how it happened. It has to be, right? It has to be that's the Sakura part of her. Has to be. Which is really weird, because Kama's never done that before, even once. That is like the only time that she's ever let on that she's a Sakura face. I was waiting to see if it like said anything more, but I don't think it will, because this is now writer basically. Also, I will say, I don't mind it in this case, but normally this trope pisses me off. We're not going to explain the character until the character is dying. Like, explain the character before they die, not after. Because it makes their death, like, impactful. As opposed to if you explain it after, it doesn't a lot of the time. It does here because they set it up right. But most of the time, they don't set it up right. Maybe in JP she called him OG-san. Oh, I could ask Trubs. I'm gonna say that you shouldn't say anything like that, Play, because that's tantamount to letting me in on stuff, so I'm gonna delete that comment. For all I know, Lev's storyline is not wrapped up, so please, chat. That's exactly the type of comment I warn you guys about. I can pick up on stuff really fucking fast. Was the capital G grandfather? Yeah. Why is he Saber in the first place? That's a good question. Honest to God, I think they just wanted a different class for him so they'd have a support of, like, you know, a different variety. JP is using the same. Interesting. So JP actually called it grandfather and not OG-san. I've never seen anyone like that around here. Kama literally firing arrows at the enemy that he was attacking. Like, what do you mean you've never seen anybody like an archer? Are you dumb, Dury? But she's an assassin. I know. It's just funny. That's one of those where, like, the concept is, like, being undone by the truth. by the reality of the moment. What? 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 You didn't even deal the final blow to him. He literally just faded out of existence anyways. Yeah, this is just like, this logic makes no sense even for like an AI. Especially because I believe servant battles take precedence. You literally sided against that very same concept in the first battle. You literally said, nah, Bhima killed the master, you guys get nothing. Yeah, at this point, it's pretty clear that it's anti, like, Chaldea is what this is. Yeah, it's absolutely rigged. See? Commas just like me. And now Duryodhana's gonna run off and get beaten by fucking Bhima. Kama's not pleased, yeah. Yeah, now I want to kill the Prime AI. Like the administrator. Okay, let's read what the updates are. I actually don't find that this is like that much to read, but this interface kind of sucks. It's so cramped. Yep. Wait, this is literally about to change again. When a servant disappears, the world rotates. I guess so, because the master didn't disappear in that case. I mean, Play, you don't know that because you don't know how long it's been since I read it last. There was something new there. Just wasn't very big. If it was just the headlines, then you could expand the parts you want to read? Maybe. I feel like Sienna's jealous that she can't grow big. Yeah, if anything, it should have split the two. It should have given build to one and transfer to another. But I do agree. I think that's why narratively they did it this way. Is because they didn't want to make it so that a non-AI could have control. Okay, is this just a fodder fight? Gonna jarcher my way through this one. Suddenly wyverns, yeah. Nice show, Dan. Chat, if I'm gonna do a new account, what emulator should I use? Because I know, like, everybody's basically shitting on BlueStacks now. And I've heard that none of the emulators are all that good. I can't keep doing that. That's ridiculous. LD player. I keep doing the same. No, yeah, it's literally, it's just the muscle memory from years and years and years and years of Plug Suit coming back to haunt me. Every time. I use Moo Player? So what's Moo Player? Nobody uses Nox anymore, right? That's me. Hi. What? The performance is much better. Yeah, I've always heard that Nox was just the worst of them. Like, it for years, it's kind of all we had, but then like the second BlueStacks came out, everybody switched over to that, and I've heard now BlueStacks has kind of gone the way of the dodo as well. I just don't use emulators ever, so. Bit of idolatry. It cannot move at all. $23 again. Thank God. I swear to God, it's against another writer. I swear to God, chat. I swear to God. I distracted the streamer, I blame Ash. No, so I saw Bob boot up Conan, and I had basically earlier when YouTube was struggling, I wasn't sure if it was the Conan server that was doing it, and I looked over and I saw nobody was on the Conan server, so I powered it down. I think it's fine though. I think it was just YouTube doing its normal like bullcrap that it does, where sometimes the connection just sucks for God knows what reason. Gray enters the arena. Yeah, whatever. Send it. Our character really has a lot of riz. Yes, absolutely. Always has. Hey, Dirty. How's it going? You always get something nice to look at on screen? Yes. Always. Gonna do it like that. Ooh, just enough. Eating dinner? Nice. What you having for dinner? It's just like, it's impossible to stop. Even knowing that it's there, I still do it. It's like my brain is just warped. It's not say so. So many times I hit it. Yeah, no, it's just like I'm trying to stop myself from doing it, and I still keep doing it. It's actually impressive at this point. D-chat, isn't this so nice? The entire world is just functioning nicer. You will have torn every muscle? What? I hate losing. So he's a Saberface. Server should be up now, Bob. Chicharron with Brussels sprouts and salt and pepper and honey? Nice. But did you ever make those churro donuts? Alright, now I'm just gonna assume this is Jar Jar territory again. I mean, there's a Lancer here, so that's probably not the smartest, but... what's the worst that could happen? Honestly. Yeah, if that's all the Lancers that there is, this should be easy.
運命をかけて戦いやられたイルカは勇敢ですよ。内緒ですよ。内緒ですよ。では
I'll do it like that, just in case one of them lives.
ショータイム。青い空、エメラルドの海。
Wait, Kat, were you saying you're gonna start a new FGO account? Yes! At some point. That's why I was asking, because I wanna start a new account and basically show people what it's like to start in current year. Because one, I actually think it'll be good for me. Got it! Yes! Yes! Okay, there we go. That should not be celebration worthy, but it is. What's target goal of the new account? Catch up story? I don't know. Like I haven't decided. I think the idea behind it is to show people what the beginner experience is like. Show people that like it is possible to do things free to play. It is possible to like get a bunch of stuff up and online. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what my end goal for it would be. It may be just a temporary thing that I do basically for educational purposes. Of course this archer exists. Or I do everything wrong on purpose? No. I'd rather show people how to do things right, because I think there's a lot of misinfo on that front. I think it'd be really good for especially newer players to see how a veteran restarts the game and approaches it. Because I can just sit there and I can talk about every single action that I'm taking and why I'm taking it. And I think that would be huge for people to see. Because it's easy for like anybody and their brother to like start a new account. It's not necessarily going to get explained though, right? Would I bother re-rolling the new account? That probably depends on LD player. I know the last time I did it for the new player guide, I did a bunch of re-rolling, and I basically had to have multiple instances of the game open at a given time. And it actually became really cumbersome to do because, was it BlueStacks that I was using at the time? I don't remember. It was either BlueStacks or Nox. And it was really rough to try and like get rid of the old like save files of the game. Get naked? Nice. No, not if she's the administrators. The administrator is a prime AI because they literally told you that each administrator is just the prime AI that won the prior war. Blaming Cerberus? Damn. DX is probably my favorite running. I can see that. Like, I actually do really like the design. Even the, like, robotic form of the armor looks really cool. Sadly, I think this is one of those things where, like, they're not going to necessarily give us that character as a servant ever. And I feel like that's one of the, like, sad parts of FGO. A lot of units over the years have gotten relegated to NPC jail, and a lot of units have come out of that jail. But I feel like there's always just going to be some that are. This is probably safe for just a 2-turn. Doing that literally just for the stars. Actually, that arts card's as strong right now as the Buster card. It might have been better to put a third. I would have gotten more NP gain, but it didn't matter. Alright, play. Look, listen. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I don't mind people botting, but please do not use my chat to try to convince other people to bot. Okay? That is literally the last warning I will give on that. Could just double NP there, but I think the Buster card lead will be enough. There's still the pink-haired character from Saber Wars 2 in that prison. Yeah, I think there's several like Gouda characters that are still there. Obviously there's like story NPCs like DX that are kind of a thing, the Greek gods and the LBs, like, so it's one of those deals where I think people want them to adapt them, but they always try to do everything narratively. So like they're not going to put a servant in the game that they haven't like narratively developed. Is Saber? That doesn't seem right. That seems like a setup. Or maybe there's something wrong. Oh, we're actually out of AP. Let's go. Story progress. Just like Lancer Alter? Wait, what do you mean just like Lancer Alter? Because she's not in NPC jail. She just doesn't ever get story. Honestly, at this point, Lancer Alter in a weird way has at least had more story appearances than Lartoria has. They just, like, the issue at play there is Lartoria's appearance was impactful. Lancer Alter's, other than really the end of, like, London, is not impactful. This is clearly Medusa again. Are they going like the whole Mother of Monsters thing? Because that's more of Echidna's niche. I'd also like to see them depict the Greek gods that we haven't seen. And some of them weren't in LB5. But then we had a picnic. So she's just doing it all for Sakura, basically. You thought wrong. No, Medusa Saber isn't part of Ordeal Call 1's campaign, technically. She's part of her event. Is this because we joined the picnic? I don't think that really crossed her mind. More like she didn't want to be indebted to you because they're friends. However, Chad, are we the villains? But they're not wrong a little bit. Are we gonna get the third form? Yep. Nice and simple. Straightforward. Easy. Ding, ding, ding. So I'm gonna imagine we still have the like Cerberus, the flame Cerberus enemy here. But it might finally be time to break out the Squirtle. Do I have a Saberface Invuln PRC? That is a good question. Nope. Oh. The Morgan and Bowen? Oh, true. Yeah, God. I literally forgot it's Morgan here. I was just seeing Balbon in the image. You're not wrong. And actually, this one's probably a really good one. Do I have a 3-star one? Anything of substantial value. Whatever. I think it's just the art style that they used didn't go very well with white colors. Like, the in-game sprite looks fine, but the actual, like... the actual, like, card art doesn't, to me. One defensive buff target of the one we're attacking. Cool. That's evil that she does that before you attack. That is evil. Did I see the animations? Yeah, I guess it was leaked, right? I'm gonna be really angry if this is on left Castoria. If you hit right Castoria, this is perfectly fine. Okay, that works. Oh wait, no, it's gonna stun her, isn't it? Oh, it missed. Thank God it missed. Thank God it missed. I swear to God, if you cleanse this, woman, I swear to God. See, Chad, this is why I can't use Squirtoria. It's honestly, it is cheating. Squirtoria, even before like Castoria became part of the Saberface runs, chat, Squirtoria was the only reason I could do certain fights. And it really is cheating. It's just that frickin' good. If the game lets you do it, it's not cheating. Oh, I know. It's just like... Squirtoria is still just such a strong single target archer, and mine is exceptional. Honestly, mine's basically perfected now, too, because I have the faux pas. Like this thing's no threat at all now.
運命ですから遠慮はしませんともあれが
I used her a lot for bosses back in the day. Oh yeah, I remember the time where I finally rolled her on JP, and it made my JP account just go like, boom, just immediately took off when it came to like a lot of boss fights.
スイミングの時間です
Yeah, Sweet Crystal's 50% with M Vampire.
浜辺は綺麗に何事も後片付けが大切です
There we go. It sucks. I mean, it's a really good craft essence. It just costs a lot of rare prisms. Yeah, we've actually moved decently far so far tonight. Because, again, Chapter 9 was just the 2 rungs. Oh, you have Honey Lake? Yeah, Honey Lake's fantastic. Pretty much just use Cuckoo for the entire thing. Mm-hmm. Though someone's gonna swoop in and kill her. Probably Bima? Forbidden process? I guess because it's like trying to think that like they're running from the Grail War. So now she gonna get sniped. Yeah, I don't like that. It, like, nullifying it would have been one thing, but that's kind of bullshit. Right back in. Used too much to go blind, surely. Yeah, it's more the fact that it, like, rebounded it back at her.
引き立て役よくぞ参った受けたそれ直すがよい受け取るがよい
Damn, I should have used MHX. It would have been an appropriate ending. She didn't deserve that, chat. Oh, now we get to hear Sakura. Ah, Fate. Title drop. Yeah, I mean, I still don't think she became a bad guy, really. I guess, like, part of the reason I feel that way is because they didn't actually show you the dogs attacking the AIs. If they had, that would have been, like, maybe a little bit more of a thing. Which it tends to write her parts well. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like prior to this, like Medusa really hadn't had the light of day ever given to her. She wants to be alone. I feel like this is a contrivance, though, to get you to leave Sakura alone so that somebody else gets her core. I know who it is. Yep. 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 And now we're not going to get the core, but they are. Well, Saber Medusa was a great addition. Hey, what's up, RST? How's it going? Is Sakura's art also redrop? That I don't know. Okay. Maybe they won't get the core. Who's gonna get the core? Gonna go to Dury again, isn't it? Centrifuge. Oh my god, dude, they're showing this to you literally to show you how we get robbed again. And I know how this is going to go, chat. So now at this point, Dury is going to have every single area except the one that Bima has. And they're doing this on purpose. They're pumping Dury up so that Bima just absolutely pancakes his ass. They're making Dury as strong as possible to make it seem impossible for Bima, and then Bima's gonna body him. And then we're gonna be like, fuck. And then we're gonna go to fight Bima, and Bima's gonna get absolutely bodied himself by Durga. And then we're gonna fight Durga. That's my prediction, chat. So if we can get rid of the resistance, it'll affect them. Hey, what's up, Katana? They did the art for NPC Sakura? Nice. However, damn. I think we've now seen that flashback like 7 times. Like that particular one. Later, King. This sounds an awful lot like a human questioning existence. Precisely as I calculated. Or Nom in World War II, that's pretty much. So now we know where it is. There you go. The question is, at what point are we considered another anomaly and we get shot? Yep, here's Bima. Oh no, DX. Okay. Interesting. Bro gonna get domed. Here's the real master. Shocking literally no one. Yeah, this is, out of all of Sion's calculations, this one was the easiest to calculate. Oh, it was Durg all along. Yeah, that I didn't predict. But this also kind of is a little bullshit from the standpoint of she clearly broke this form to fire all those shots. but at least the like mechanical way of speaking every time a shot was fired was the exact same as DX's. So I will give them that. Durga or Durga? Durga and JP? Nope. Impressions are really good. What you doing, governor? Yeah, no, that's bullshit. No, it's about the AEC. Oh, it'll work differently than it did before. Okay, I can guesstimate. What about us? You mean alter egos? Are you going to tell me what the AEC stands for then next? Surely it's not alter ego something. Wait, what? Oh no! Oh, I know what they're doing here. Oh my god, that's interesting. I'll wait till we're done. Alter ego centrifuge, yep. In chat, there's an obvious interpretation, the centrifuge that they're putting in front of you. There is another layer on top of that that's making me go, oh, right? Like, so this isn't me reacting to this. This is me reacting to bigger brain things. Yep. Coffins, yeah. Play. I have to stop you again. Because you've already clearly read all of this. But you don't know how much I know. I know way more than I let on in this sense. So am I finally appreciating Ordeal Call? No. I appreciated it 2 years ago. I know more than some JP people do. But that doesn't mean I know everything. Back before the dawn of math. There's some finer details I don't know, but there's a lot I've already managed to figure out. The Medusa Saber's one of those alter egos? Yeah, in theory, right? Wait, what chapter is this? Hold on. Chapter 14. Getting there, chat. Wait, are we already at that point of the story? We are. Oh no! We are. Probably already know a good chunk of the alter ego stuff beforehand. You would know about it, you wouldn't be sure how they were applying it here. We should be so kind just to continue. God, she is an angy little woman. Like her perpetual state is cad pout. Oh, I didn't think that's what she was doing. I thought she was just trying to escape, basically. I didn't think she was gonna go kill the overseer. Going for the command seals? Yeah, I can see that. Who's the white booba waifu? Durga. That's also an infinite energy machine, so that's what Maxwell's demon. We don't know unless we try. I see Ronnie12 here is a mad scientist. I think you'll be fine. Because there's only one of us. There you go. A number of different sources. Ooh. From a person who was actually involved with the Paper Moon in real life. Okay, so Lev must have been somebody that examined the Paper Moon. He originally had multiple personalities. Well, that pretty much confirms Durga's a Sakura face. Durga already has more of a Sakura face connection in like one chapter of existence than Kama has throughout like all of story going back to Oku. Yep, but then here's the problem. We're not an AI. So what happens if we win? I like Duryodhana. Dury just told him, nah. TLDR, baby. And this is going to trigger Durga to smite him. I like how Bhima says this. And it's like, yeah, Bhima, because you've literally done nothing but be like, I'm gonna bide my time and sit in the corner and wait and see what happens. For someone that's supposedly so strong, you have literally stuck your thumb up your own ass and done jack shit. There you go. In other words, we would merge, take it over, and become basically the overseer. Because we just have extreme aptitude. There's no fucking luck involved. This was fate. And it's so it's really obvious to me how we ended up here and why we are the exception. And I don't want to ask chat like to explain it, but has chat figured it out is the question that I would like to ask. You don't need to say what, but have you guys figured it out? Yeah, it's super obvious to me. I'm done with OC1 and probably still don't know. It's okay. I'll try to explain it after we're all said and done. This is really funny because I feel like this line is here because of Nasu. He's trying to impart a sense of like, hey, yeah, we're getting tired of this shit. So this chat is referring to some of the predictions, because if you guys remember like what Sion is, especially when we first encounter her in the Wandering Sea, like she basically talks about how all the Atlas mages are just sitting there perpetually trying to calculate the future. And so like some of them just encountered like impossible scenarios and like insane doomsday like things happening. And that's what she's referring to here, is that basically like, oh, it's like you're the only one that observed it, just like one of the Atlas mages in that regard. The end is something my calculation, my planet has shown me beyond any doubt. Durga is indeed the key. A more appropriate name, yes. What name is that? I don't think I'll need multiple, but we'll still just go this route. Be coming on out, chat. Do I have a Saberface defense ignore? And I doubt that. That's an Emia face. Oh, there's Gil in the background. Damn, that's close. There's just not a lot of craft essences in that regard. Yeah, it's probably my strongest. Go with that. Mark, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I was shocked that I actually did know. Yeah. I don't remember if she's gonna charge every turn or something. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I was waiting on. No. Yeah. Figured it was gonna be that way. Okay, so this looks like she's gonna instant charge. 20k healing's a little on the spicy side. Still gonna need a third NP. Oh! Oh! Never mind, we got it. Yeah, that defense up's a little spicy. Definitely a little spicy for Saberface only C's. Yeah, I mean, usually when I finish on stream, then I like discuss it with you guys in a like set stream where we're like, hey, let's talk about it, right? But otherwise, yeah, I still consider that like major story stuff to be spoilers. Saberface only have AoE Lancers, right? Yeah. It is definitely an issue. All right, chat. This is the perfect stopping point. Y'all got major reveal, and we're gonna wait. I will continue this probably Monday. We have Memorial Day Monday, so I may take Monday off and it may be Tuesday. It'll just depend. Sunday, I believe we still have D&D. We're not sure if it's getting moved again. It's been moved like 3 times on us now. But I think we're gonna have it. We just may start later on Sunday. Tomorrow I should be live. Variety. It is what it is. So. Or as Cad might call it, Tuesday. That's right. That's right. But yeah, just again, a little bit of a brief aside on why I say these things and why like Ash is so adamant in chat and really the mods in general. Okay, guys. Remember when I'm playing through it, a lot of the times I know more than I let on. Like I said, I talk with Trubs a lot of the time. I'm pretty well versed on a lot of the major theories of the game. And I'm just really good at picking apart stories. You can ask anybody that's been in there and watched anime with me or anything like that. I can pick apart a story and a plot line before it happens well in advance. So it's just something I've always been good at. But the reason that we're so zealous about the spoilers in that regard is because some of y'all have no chill. We've noticed this over the years where people will come in, they will act like they haven't already read the story, and they will try to converse on equal terms, but they're working with a full deck, as opposed to somebody working only with a handful of cards. That's not fair, because it's very easy for that full deck person to slip up and just immediately spoil a bunch of people. And that has literally happened even tonight. Not very seriously, but we have had it happen to a very serious degree in the past. So it's one of the reasons why we ask people, hey, please just don't. If you know more than you should, don't say anything. Don't sit there and theorize with people because, again, you're playing with that full deck. So it's just one of those deals where it's fine to have a little bit of discussion, but please keep in mind that not everybody's on the same page as you. Other people literally are here watching it, playing it alongside me for a first time, right? So that's the idea. You're probably thinking this is just about spoiling me. Odds are you can't spoil me. Instead, you're spoiling all the viewers. So that's one of the reasons why we take it so seriously. We don't want people to be like, oh my god, what the heck? And basically have the fun ruined for them. But okay, let me see who all's on tonight. Well, I can give some love to. I'm seeing a Mr. CZ. He's playing Claire Obscure. Interesting, chat. Go give that man some love and see what Claire Obscure is all about. And like I said, I will be back tomorrow, but tomorrow will probably be Variety Day. So, probably. Unless I get a bug to play this again. But I think I'll leave it. I feel like this is a good thinking point for me. So, anyways, go give Mr. CZ my love. Thank you guys for being here and sticking around until the end. Don't forget, check me out on YouTube and Twitter, and join the Discord if you guys haven't already. I'm still waiting to hear back from the last couple people for getting my friends list full, but there's still a couple slots, so who knows what'll happen. But again, get on the Discord or you're not going to get in. So I will see you guys for the next one. Go give CZ my love. Good night.